Hi, a very good morning, everyone. Good morning from Singapore. I hope all of you are coming on live as I speak for this Google Hangout on the Nanyang MBA. Now, I'm just gonna give everybody 5 to 10 minutes more so that everybody who have registered are online before we start the session proper. Now, I'm just going to mute myself now and I'm going to leave the screen. So if you come online and you see that there's an empty chair, please do not go off, okay? I'll be right with you shortly. Thank you. Hi, a very good morning to everyone viewing this video right now. This live recording. I am Damon Hon from Nanyang MBA, Nanyang Technological University. Thank you for joining us for this Google Hangout. And I'm going to take you through this morning on a little short presentation, which will cover the reasons why choosing the Nanyang MBA is the right choice for you. So without further ado, I'm just gonna take you through the quick presentation I prepared for you, the viewers from around the world. All right, as mentioned earlier, I'm Damon from the Marketing and Admissions team from Nanyang Business School. A very good morning to you from Singapore, and wishing everyone viewing a very Merry Christmas in advance and a Happy New Year. Right, can we take... Okay, now, a lot of you will be confused by the many choices there are available in the market today. So you'll be asking yourself the question, am I gonna take an MBA at this point in time? And if you answered yes, then you'll be asking, which MBA should I be taking, and why would it be this particular MBA program that I'm gonna join? And how do you prepare for an MBA program? Because MBA program is like any other degree program. It's very rigorous, and for a lot of you who have been working a couple of years, to go back to school is quite different. Okay, so I'm going to take you through today with these slides on how you can prepare for an MBA program. Now, just a quick look at NTU. At a university level, our rankings worldwide. Now, we're ranked first in Asia, the university, and 5th worldwide in terms of accounting and auditing research. Now, we're ranked number 1 worldwide amongst universities among the age, below the age of 50. So we are the number 1 young university in the world. So a lot of these accolades and achievements we've achieved actually came in a very short time that we were established. Now, we are ranked 41st worldwide amongst the fastest rising university. So that's pretty remarkable. And of course, last but not least, we are ranked 15 worldwide as one of the most beautiful campuses in the world. Okay, so these are just a quick look at what NTU is all about in terms of rankings. Now, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with Singapore. Now, Singapore is strategically located in Asia. We have been voted Asia's most livable city. And in fact, one of the world's most livable city. Now, when I say strategic location in Asia, now we're really a few hours away from some of the most popular cities in Asia. Okay, so we are about 6 hours away from Beijing. We are only 3 hours away from Hong Kong. And if you're looking at Jakarta, we are an hour away from Jakarta, and KL is just half an hour plane ride from Singapore. And Singapore has an abundance of opportunities. The reason being that we have more than 6,000 multinational corporations with their headquarters situated here. Hence, they are employing large numbers of employees from Singapore, and especially people who are educated in Singapore. And Singapore is also ranked number 1 in the world for competitiveness and business environment. Okay. Now, on a more, I'll say, leisure note, I'm not sure if every one of you have been to Singapore, but Singapore is a real culture melting pot, and because of that, the food here, you find a diverse variety, and really in Singapore, you will. It's unlikely you go hungry or you find food unpalatable. Okay. Now you'll be asking, yeah. Now that I've more or less understand Singapore, and Singapore is definitely a great place to be to do my MBA. You will be asking then, which MBA in Singapore should I be pursuing or should I be applying to? Now that brings us to the question, why Nanyang MBA? Okay. Now I'm gonna show you in this short presentation 10 very good reasons to choose the Nanyang MBA program. Okay. Now there's of course more reasons beyond these 10, but well, due to time, I'm just going to narrow it down to these 10 reasons. Okay. Now a quick look at what these 10 reasons are all about. We are highly ranked and globally accredited. We are intense and compact, the program. Being a 12 months full-time program, we are definitely rigorous and compact. Now, point number 3, we allow you to customize your learning journey. Point number 4, we have an outstanding faculty who are extremely committed to making sure that you fulfill all the requirements and you master the requirements of this MBA. And of course, we have point number 5, learning from diversity. We have a very diverse group of students and faculty every year. So you really do learn from diversity. The 6th reason is real world relevance. I will share with you a little bit more during the presentation. And of course, point 7, we have a very good focus on leadership because at this stage of your career, this is what it is all about. Point number 8, we have an international, we're going to give you international exposure by the Nanyang MBA. And point number 9, we have a large and diverse alumni network. And of course, the 10th reason is that we have one of the most beautiful campuses in the world. All right. Now, the number 1 reason, we are highly ranked and globally accredited. Let's have a look. We've seen earlier NTU ranking at the university level. Now we look at Nanyang MBA key rankings. Okay, we are ranked number 1, the top MBA program in Singapore since 2004. This is by the Economist global ranking. So it's been 11 consecutive years that we are ranked number 1 in Singapore. And going to another ranking institute, the Financial Times MBA League, we are voted the world's top 35th MBA program over these 3 years that you see, 2012, 2013, and 2014. And we are the first business school in Singapore to attain accreditations from EQUIS and AACSB. For some of you who are not familiar with accreditations, now AACSB is an American accreditation body, and EQUIS is an European accreditation body. So we are recognized for delivering a quality program here in the Nanyang Business School. Now, point number 2, we are intense and compact. Okay, what do I mean by intense and compact? Now, have a quick look. We are 12 months. We are not a 2 years full-time MBA program, but we are a 12 months full-time MBA program. So in this quick 12 months, you'll be looking at completing these 9 core courses. It's all highlighted in the red text box. Okay, and you get to do 4 electives depending on the tracks that you are choosing. So there's a slight specialization here. You get to actually choose from a general management track, the strategy and innovation track, the banking and finance track. So the electives will change accordingly to these different tracks we offer. And of course, right in the middle, you see a globe, the leading people globally module. That's a very comprehensive leadership module, which I'll share with you in greater details later in a later slide. And you also get to do a business study mission, which we call BSM for short. So you get to do it either locally in Singapore, or you do it overseas. Now, this year, a group of students went to Myanmar on a business study mission overseas trip. So they were there in Myanmar to look at how businesses are operating in an emerging market. Okay, and if you look at strategy projects at Nanyang, now that's very exciting, very interesting as well, and I'll share in greater details later. That's a year-long project, so I'll spend a little bit more time explaining this project in a later slide. Okay, now have a look at the 12-month calendar, the full-time calendar. So if you do a quick count, actually, the first trimester starts in August, and the third trimester actually ends in May. So it's actually not a full 12 months program. So you'll be asking, wow, this is really compact. Yes, it is. In fact, it is only 10 months long. And the reason being it's so short, it's because we believe as a busy working professional, you want to spend as little time as possible completing this MBA so that you can go back to the workforce and validate what you've learned. And of course, get a good ROI at the end of the day. Okay, so the program is, the full-time program is split across 3 trimesters, as you can see. That's a very comprehensive pre-term that we require you to complete before joining us in the first trimester. So there will be online courses for you to do before coming on board. You will have some language courses to attend if you feel that English is not your particular strong point or your strength. Okay, we also have an onboarding program which is very comprehensive and helps you immerse in the Singapore culture. Okay, and yes, we have a summer term from June to July, which is optional, really for people who wish to take up an internship or who wish to go on a summer exchange program overseas, summer exchange program. Okay. Now, for those of you who are keen to do a part-time MBA program in Singapore, in Nanyang, with Nanyang MBA, you'll be looking to complete the part-time program over 18 to 24 months. Okay, so the schedule looks roughly like this. This is year 1. Okay, so what happens is for the part-time evening MBA program, you get to do evening classes twice, 2 weekday evenings in a week. All right, so classes starts at about 6:30 p.m. So you knock off from work and you come in for classes, and it ends about 9:30 to 10 p.m. On average. Okay, and every week you will be also expected to attend a Saturday class. It's a full day program on campus. It's 9:30 a.m. It usually starts at 9:30 a.m. and it ends all the way at 5 to 5:30 p.m. depending on how the discussion goes. All right. So for the evening classes, just to be clear about this, the evening classes actually takes place in a different campus, away from the main campus. It's at One North, so it's more centrally located in Singapore. For those of you who are working in the city area, so commuting for classes is actually a lot easier. Okay, so this is what year 2 looks like. Okay, so there are another 2 to 3 trimesters to complete in year 2. So the load is actually spread out very evenly, so you do not have to worry too much if you are juggling work with studies. Now, the third reason why you should choose Nanyang MBA we allow you to customize your learning journey. Now have a look. These are the 3 tracks that we offer: the general management track, the strategy and innovation track, and the banking and finance track. So these are the various electives you get to choose from the tracks that you are embarking on. Now, for those of you who at this point in time do not know which track to go to, okay, you can spend some time looking at it. Now, after you get admitted to the program in the first trimester, that's when you really have to decide. So at this point in time, you do not have to worry about the general management track or any other track per se. So just to give you a quick idea, now the general management track is actually the most popular track amongst these 3. Reason being because students who are in this track, they get to choose electives also from the banking and finance track and the strategy and innovation track. So you actually keep your options open. And for those of you who feel that doing 4 electives are not really enough, then depending on your schedule, you can actually add on more electives. Okay, so it's not restricted to 4. So you can actually squeeze in more electives if you want to challenge yourself. Okay. And when I talk about customization, have a look. You also get to choose to do a double MBA or double masters. Now, we work together with Waseda University in Japan, in Tokyo, Japan, and we offer the double MBA program. So you get an MBA program from us, Nanyang Business School, and you get another MBA degree from Waseda University in Japan. So it's an accelerated 14 months program, okay? For talented individuals who are looking to really challenge themselves and get to the 2 MBA degrees in a very short amount of time. We also work with University of St. Gallen, Zurich, Switzerland. Okay, you get an MBA from us, and you get a master's in strategy and international management from them. So you spend a year here in Singapore and another year in Switzerland, in Zurich, St. Gallen. Okay. Now, from what I understand is that the masters offered by the University of St. Gallen is actually the #1 specialized master in the world. And with that master you have gained from St. Gallen University, you can definitely look forward to plenty of employment opportunities. Okay. Next up, we have a master's from ESSEC Business School in Paris. Now, you do a Nanyang MBA here in Singapore, and you do a master's of science in luxury brand management, I'll say, from ESSEC, France. Okay, so you spend a year here in Singapore and spend another year in Paris. So the year in Paris, please take note of this, is that the tuition fee for the ESSEC part is all absorbed, fully absorbed. So you only pay 55,000 Singapore dollars, okay, for 2 MBA, or rather 1 MBA and 1 master's degree, okay. Next, the 4th reason, we have an outstanding faculty. Now, we have more than 150 thought leaders in the teaching faculty here in Nanyang Business School. So they are extremely diverse and highly experienced, and a lot of them sits on the various boards, companies and MNCs. So you can definitely be assured that they have the right kind of experience and knowledge to take you through the MBA program. Now, of course, the jewel of the crown would be Professor Vijay Sethi. Now, he was ranked the world's best business professor of 2013 by the Economist Intelligence Unit, EIU. So he's a professor in one of the mandatory core course. So you get to see him and interact with him during the information technology and operations management course. Okay, so what happens, how was he ranked the best business professor? Was that he went through several rounds of teaching face-off to an online audience, and he got into the finals with a few other candidates, professors around the world, and they taught to an online crowd, and the online crowd voted, and he was hence named the world's best professor, business professor of 2013. Okay. Now, point number 5, learning from diversity. Now, when I say learning from diversity, have a quick look at what the MBA class profile is like. This is, we only accept about 100 students each year, so class size is 100. We have a GMAT, average GMAT score of 670. Average age for each class is around 27 to 28 years of age, and we have usually 20 nationalities from around the world. And if we go down to the gender mix, we are beginning to see a higher percentage of females embarking on this MBA class in Singapore, in the Nanyang MBA. So we're seeing for the latest cohort, we have close to 40% females. So that's actually a very good reflection of what's happening on in the workforce today. We're seeing a lot more females getting up the career ladder, okay, and it's shown in our MBA classes. And usually the students have 5 years of work experience. So, but if you have more years of work experience, of course, it's highly valued. So do not discount yourself and say you're over the age limit. Okay, we actually meet students who are also in their 30s and with a lot more years of work experience. Okay, if you look at the pie chart, you see where these students are coming from, the various nationalities. So it's interesting to note that there's no major race or major nationalities dominating each class. So the exchanges and the debates that takes place in the class are extremely diverse, and it is not skewed. Okay. So other than learning in the classroom, of course, you get to learn outside the classroom. So have a quick look. This is what life is all about at the Nanyang MBA. So you get to do quite a number of business plan competitions, which we participate every year. So depending which time of the year it is, you'll be entered into the different competitions. And we have a lot of different clubs and societies that are actually run fully by the students themselves. So we elect a student exco to run these clubs and societies that we have. So you can expect a very vibrant life here while you are going through the Nanyang MBA. And we have plenty of networking events as well. So these different networking events will allow you to not just interact with students at the university level and amongst the different programs that we have, but also you get to network with potential employers who come to us on a regular basis just to interact and mingle with our students. And there are many cultural events that will happen throughout the year. This is due again mainly to the very diverse nationalities we have in the Nanyang MBA program. Now, real-world relevance. What do we mean by real-world relevance? Have a quick look. I shared with you something that was very exciting, very interesting, and a lot of our students actually take great pride in doing the strategy projects at Nanyang, in its SPAN for short. So MBA students, MBA participants get to work in teams and apply their acquired knowledge on this project by working with real organizations. So this is a live project that takes place from the first trimester all the way to the third trimester. So it's one big project, and really you are playing a consulting role as a team, and you are engaged by them to address certain issues that the organizations have. And by doing that, you actually get to really put all your learning in the Nanyang MBA program into the project. So as you can see, in August 2015, you will plan the concept and you will sign off the scope, the work scope, with the organizations you are working with sometime in October. Okay, that will be agreed upon. And in November, you kick off the project proper, and you will start collecting data, analyzing them, and making the right recommendations. And the project ends with a final presentation to the real life organization that you are working with. So you'll be evaluated not just by the organization themselves, but also the professor who will be who's assigned with you working for the entire project. Okay, so what happens is this became a very interesting platform also for organization to hire the right candidate for them for their work, and this is where you can showcase yourself in the final presentation and make yourself known to them that you actually would be the right person to join them eventually. Now, the seventh reason, we have a very strong focus on leadership. When I say that, we really mean it here in Nanyang Business School. Now, you can see it's a very comprehensive module that is spread over 2 trimesters. So you do not just go through a leadership module in theory over a span of 1 week. It's actually over 2 trimesters. And this module allows you to develop competencies in cultural intelligence, and also you will learn to negotiate better as an individual. So what happens really is that we actually video individuals in situation where they have to lead or negotiate. And after the videoing session, the individuals get to assess themselves together with the rest of the class and see, look at what they are doing very well and what are the areas they can improve as an individual in terms of their leadership capability. And really, at the end of the day, this leading people globally is about motivating self and others to make yourself a better leader who's aware of the different cultural composition in the diverse groups that's facing businesses around the world today. All right. The 8th reason why you should be joining us would be international exposure. Let's look at our BSM, Business Study Mission, BSM for short. These are just some of the countries and cities we've been to for our BSM over the years. We've been to Argentina, well, in fact, almost every continent in the world. Okay, so it's extremely interesting for our students who are going on a study trip like this. So they get to meet the different companies in the countries they are visiting, and they will attend various presentations from this company who are giving us a sneak preview to their operation, to their businesses abroad. Now, if you do not want to do an overseas business study mission, you can choose to do it in Singapore, especially so for those who are coming into Singapore for the first time. Okay, this will be something new. You can see why companies are so efficient, for example, in Singapore, and what actually happens in a more developed country. Okay. Now, these are the different summer exchange programs that's available with the 60 partner universities we have. Of course, we did not list out all of them, but these are just some we have managed to put on our little presentation. Okay, so you'll see that these are really the who's who in the education world. All right, so you get to do these summer exchange or exchange programs with these universities. And the 9th reason, we have a huge alumni network. And when I say huge, at a university, we are looking at, as we speak today, we have close to 200,000 NTU alumni members, and we have more than 39,000 Nanyang Business School alumni members. And these are just some of the privileges, as you can see, that you get to enjoy as an alumni of Nanyang Business School. Okay. Now, I just want you to zoom in on the discounted course registration fee. Now, we really believe in continuing education here in Singapore, in Nanyang Business School. So with that, you really get to come in to attend various courses that's maybe a day long or 2 days long, and at a heavily discounted rate. Okay, so this can take place anytime in your career post MBA. And the 10th reason, one of the most beautiful university campuses in the world. Now, don't hear it from us, it's actually voted. So you can do your Google search and have a look at who makes the list. Okay, so we have 3 campuses in Singapore. We have Yunnan, the main campus here in the Jurong area in Singapore. We have the One North campus, which is at Buona Vista, where part-time MBA students get to do their evening classes. And we have the Novena campus, which is in the city area. Now, the reason why we are voted one of the best campuses in the world has to be attributed to us being the host of the 2010 Youth Olympic Games. So the university was used as the Youth Olympic Village, and we housed all the Olympic athletes here on campus in the year 2010. And because of that, we took advantage of that, and we have a lot of various facilities set up that are really world-class. And one thing to note also for international students who are coming here to do a full-time MBA program, we have an abundance of student accommodation. So we have Graduate Hall 1 and Graduate Hall 2. Graduate Hall 2, they're used mainly to house MBA students. And accommodation here on campus, on the contrary, is actually very reasonable. You get a single room at only 450 Sing dollars. Okay, so listen carefully. That's actually a lot cheaper than many major cities around the world, including in Singapore. So off campus, a room usually costs 800 Sing dollars or more. So you get an idea that it's actually quite reasonable here living on campus. And other than these top 10 reasons, I just want to point to you about our career development office. Now, there's a dedicated career development team that actually work with you and partners you to realize your full potential, and they will be advising you throughout the MBA program on how you can find the best industry fit for what you have gained in your past work experience and what you'll be learning in the MBA program. And you get to network through them. You get to network with diverse industry professionals. So they create a lot of different events for you to meet the HR people of different companies. Not just the HR people, I have to say, it also includes various C-level professionals who will take part in these networking sessions. And they are really the team that works extremely hard to tap on high quality and relevant job opportunities for you. Okay. So these are just some of the top recruiters that come to us almost on a yearly basis. So these are really global companies. Okay, of course there are more. We are unable to put them all up on our slide, so we are just listing a few. So post MBA, this is what you can expect. Well, for those of you who are looking to make changes happen, this is it. Okay, close to 40% each year change the location where they work. So when I say change in location, they either change the cities they were in or the countries they were in and pre-MBA program, and more than 50% actually move to a different industry post MBA, and more than 50% also change the work function. So either they are taking on a lot more responsibility, they're moving up the career, or they are just doing something quite different from where they were before the MBA program. And this is our pie chart that shows the different industry that they go into after graduation. All right. Now, tuition fee is 55,000 Singapore dollars. That's really affordable if you compare it with some of the best MBA programs around the world. Now, considering that we are also one of the best MBA programs around the world, this is extremely attractive. It's payable in equal installments over the 3 trimesters or over the 5 part-time trimester that you'll be embarking on. It will be inclusive of enrollment fee and taxes, and we have application fee of $80. It's non-refundable. It's required for submission completion. And for those of you who are getting a waiver, this is definitely good news for you. And enrollment fee upon acceptance of the letter of offer is 5,000 Singapore dollars. So this is part of the tuition fee of 55,000. So you'll be left with only 50,000 after payable over 3 trimesters. Okay. And of course, we have a lot of different scholarships on offer available for you, and also financial aid. So for more information on the scholarships that we offer, I urge you to go on our website, have a look. Today we have 9 different scholarships. So really the easy part now for this scholarship application is that go through them, understand which scholarship is applicable to you, and during the online application process, all you have to do is just tick on those boxes that's relevant. Okay, that's really the easy part. And leave it to the panel, the scholarship panel, to evaluate and assess if you're suitable for these scholarships that you're applying for. Okay. And for those of you who are keen to take up a bank loan, these are just some of the banks that are offering loans to help with your tuition fee. So you can contact them directly. You may want to take note of their email address and just write to them, okay? And these are the admission requirements, okay? All you have to show us is your bachelor's degree and the relevant transcripts from the universities. You need at least 2 years work experience post-degree. You need a GMT score of more than 600 or a GRE equivalent. So we do allow GRE scores. So all you have to do again is, this is really simple. Go online and do the GRE conversion to GMT, and if it's more than 600, please go ahead and apply, okay? And if English was not the medium of instruction at the university level, you need a TOEFL score or an IELTS score. So anything 100 and above or more than 6.5 is a good enough English score for us. So admissions is open already. First round deadline is 31st December, which is fast approaching. Okay. And second round deadline would be 31st of March. So I urge all of you, if you missed round 1 deadline, please do not be discouraged. Apply as early as you can. Try to complete it by January, because the earlier you apply, the earlier you complete your application, the higher your chances are in terms of getting admissions to the program. Okay. And as mentioned earlier, it's online submission. So log on to nanyangmba.ntu.edu.sg/admissions to do your applications today. You have to upload your full CV or resume, copies of academic transcripts, GMAT score reports, 2 referees reports, 3 essays that you have to complete online, and of course the TOEFL and score report. Of course, we're not limiting to this. So the more documents you show us, the better we understand you, and the better we are able to evaluate your application. So I'll urge that if you have participated in different activities outside of this scope, please get an official document and submit it to us. Okay, for the referee's report, a lot of you will be wondering who should my referee be. Now, it's definitely a lot more valid if you get your current employer, your current supervisor to be one of the referee. If you have a professor who can actually help you write a referee report, that would also help greatly in your application. Okay. Now, to find out more, I will urge you to go on our website, have a look, or you can call us at the phone number listed on this slide. Okay, speak to us, or if you feel that you're unable to give us a call, feel free to write an email to us, and we'll try our very best to answer your query before the end of the year. Okay. So these are some of the key takeaway from some of our past students, our alumni members. Now, a lot of them actually say that, at the end of the day, really, what they have learned are these really portable abilities, portable skills and knowledge that they bring with them post MBA. So a lot of the employers, likewise, they also look at these qualities in our MBA students. They have very good leadership qualities. A lot of them are very good working in teams and collaborate very easily with various team members when they are put into a project group. They are able to deal with adversities because it's a 12 months program, intensive 12 months program. They really manage stress very well, and they learn fast, and they gain a cosmopolitan outlook because of the diverse group they are put into during the MBA program. So to wrap up, the key takeaway really, our students gain this very unique and very valuable quality, which we call mental toughness, after going through the MBA program. And this is one massive quality that a lot of employers are looking for today. And that's also the reason why a lot of these employers come back to us every year to look at our MBA students with a view of employing them after they have graduated from the program. So thank you very much for coming online and viewing this Google Hangout session on the Nanyang MBA. Now let's move on to some question and answer Q&A session. Now, if you have any questions, any at all, please feel free to post it to us. I'll be more than happy to answer all these questions, all these queries that you may have. And if not, I will urge you to write to us at nbsmba@ntu.edu.sg, which will be answering them by email. Now, thank you once again, and I hope you find this Google Hangout session valuable and helpful. And if there's anything, we'll meet you next time. Okay, thank you.